mentor, whether she likes it or not. I'm so glad. You know, when they asked me to come, I didn't want to come. And the reason is because I'm supposed to be hibernating. I left TVC after I've worked there for 13 years, hosted the #1 breakfast show, with female breakfast show, Nigerian television, consistently every single day, Monday to Friday for 12 years is no joke. So I just wanted a few months to rest, relax, hibernate. Then Mrs. Dorothy called me, and then DA called me. I said, I want to be in my small room, but it's okay. These are important people to me, so it's important for me to share. But I think when J. Booms was talking, she was giving you a background, because sometimes I always assume people know you. But I have a fairly similar background as she, and I think it's also important for me to share, because when she was talking, I just realized, okay, maybe I should also tell you so you have an idea where I'm coming from. I moved back to Nigeria 2004. And my brothers lived in the US. I was in the US also for 10 years. And I just told my brothers I'm going back to Nigeria. Now, these are people that left when I was like 3 years old. So I came there when I was 15 or 16 years old. So I was meeting them for the first time when I entered. And after I finished school, worked for a year, I said, I'm going back to Nigeria. I just couldn't stay. And they were all like, are you sure? I got to the airport. My brother said, and I'm the only girl. He said, look around you. You're still in GFK. Are you sure you want to go? I said, I'm going. I already bought my ticket. And I moved back home. Clueless. I have no idea what I wanted to do. I left Nigeria when I was a young girl in a fairly middle-class home. We're living in Bagada. I went to Corona Primary and Secondary School. So, you think that everything is still normal. You come back home and you realize that everything you knew has gone down, because the community you grew up in is no more the middle class. Everybody's hungry. And I knew that I had to do something. I already knew I wanted to create a show like The View, because I was in the US when The View started with Barbara Walters, and I knew when I come to Nigeria I wanted to do that kind of thing, but I never got the opportunity. Fast forward, I got a job in High TV, and then High TV went down, and then TVC actually poached me. They came to me to hire me to come and work for them as deputy director TV as programs. Of course, I told them I have a concept for a show, and then the MD allowed me to go ahead. But the reason why I wanted to share that background is to let you know that sometimes when you start things, you follow your passion, but God creates a platform for you to explore that. And it didn't come by chance. It came by a lot of prayer and fasting. Before I got that first job at High TV, I was depressed for a year and a half. I was suicidal. I was walking on the expressway, Bagada Expressway. I was just walking towards Charlie Boy Boy Stop, hoping a car would hit me. It was that bad. But God told me in the place of prayer to go back to him. And I was praying. He now said, go to High TV. I didn't even know what High TV was. It was a friend of mine that said, I got a job at High TV. I said, what's the name of that company? I said, High TV. I said, that's the name I heard in the dream. Please give me the address. And I went there. I had no clue. I got my CV. I said, I said, madam, that's why I entered the reception. Security guard, please, I want to see the MD. He said, do you have an appointment? I said, I have an appointment. I told the PA. PA came down and says, madam, what's your name? I don't have your name. I said, madam, I don't have an appointment. This is my CV. I prayed. God said I should come here. Just put, all I want you to do, put my CV in front of the MD's table. That's all. Don't say anything. And she did that. Her name is Taiwo Lokunle. She ended up reporting to me after a while. I got that. So that day, he put the CV on for Toyin Subar. And that day was my last working day of the year, I can't remember what year. I had an appointment at Insight Communications. I didn't want that job. That was not the job. The job I wanted was High TV, because that's what God told me. As I entered Insight Communications, I was supposed to be interviewed by Mr. Ajayi. Mr. Ajayi was on the phone talking. While he was on the phone, my own phone rang. He said, hi, my name is Toyin Subar. I just saw your CV. You got the job. Start January 10th. That's how I got that job. I entered High TV. The next year, the HR was now wondering, how can they just hire somebody like that? I'm not aware that you are coming. What nonsense. You know what she did? She that day, she told me that she's not aware. The MD did not tell her. And rightfully so. MD did not tell her. MD hired somebody and didn't tell her. So she put me there. Afterwards, she said, sorry, there's no position. There's no availability. And I was going, no problem. And I was walking down the stairs, leaving the office. Guess who I saw on the staircase? MD, Toyin Subar. Oh, Morayo, follow me. Let's go. Hey, Margaret, please give her paper. Hey, she's going to become the... That's how I got my first job. Now, I got the job. Now, because the HR did not like me, she now puts me And now I was still fairly from the US. I still had a bit of American accent. She was looking like English auntie. She now took me to the VI office. Well, our office was in Yaba. She now posted me to the VI office. You know what? Because the MD wanted to move our office to VI. Then VI was like too far-fetched. VI, who wants to go to VI? We let this new girl go to be talking to the bricklayers and the carpenters and the so Margaret was, hey, Morayo, how far? Have the bricklayer come yesterday? Just be talking, just be managing them. And that's what I was doing. Unknown to her, the MD was very interested in taking us to VI. So every other day he's coming to come and see us. What's going on? Hey, Morayo, have you had lunch? Let's go and have lunch. Let's go. Yeah, come, follow me. From having lunch with me almost every 2 days, he knew the capacity. Yeah, this not girl, so she shouldn't be here. So even though Margaret gave me that job, he didn't want me to have that job. He couldn't change it. Then somebody now resigned in the office. Guess who he called? Morayo, take Chuma's job. Chuma had a car, what do you call it? An official car. He had an official car, salary. Margaret didn't change my salary. Look at me mentioning names. God help me. She didn't change my salary. I didn't take I took Chuma's job, Chuma's car, but not Chuma's salary. But guess what? Please take the lessons from here. I didn't complain. I didn't go back to the MD. I didn't say anything. I took the money like that. Guess what? How God works. A year later was I think it was my birthday. Or somebody's birthday. I thought my MD's birthday. Somebody's birthday. And my MD was like, can't you afford a phone? I said, I can't afford the phone. This ugly phone you're using. How much is your salary? I told him. I thought it was Chuma's job you're taking. How much? How come she's earning? He didn't tell me the her salary. You know what he told her? Everything that you have been owing her since last year, pay it up. It was from that I got the job. That job I got gave me the opportunity to go to France with my CEO. It was in CEO that I met the MD of TVC Communications. He saw me there. He saw my work ethics. He just liked the way I was working, how I was presenting. Anytime I go to France, I see him there, even the director. And then when High TV went down, TVC called Toyin, that girl that followed you to France, please, I want her. We have a position for director of programs in TVC. That's how I got the job. I entered TVC. I said, I have an idea for a program. I said, you're the director in charge. Now go ahead, anything you want to do. And that's how I got to do Your View. You can see the journey from how I got High TV, how I got up to the opportunity to see somebody who will see me in future, and got to TVC. It's a process. Trusting God. Now I came to tell you 3 things, but I digressed a bit because I wanted to just give you a background, because you just see Morayo, you just think Morayo just came from somewhere. There's a journey. And at TVC now, it took me 12 years. Now, when we started Your View, everybody was wondering, Morayo, you need to go out now. You can't just be in the office. You have to do things. And I said, Your View is not about becoming a celebrity. Because, when you have like 4 or 5 ladies, there are a few different views. Like, now, we can't just be sitting like this. Now, come on, let's go. Let's magazine take us pictures, post us here, let's go. Let us go. I said, I don't want. The first few years, 10 years, we were just, people didn't, in fact, the first 3 years, we were winking in the dark. Nobody was watching the show because only those who were watching had Go TV, because we're not on DSTV. Eventually, God now made an opportunity for us to be on DSTV. More viewers now came. And as that was happening, gradually, we're building. The brand was building. I came to tell you 3 things. I'm going to list them out for you. How do you build a formidable brand? You have to have clarity on the identity. You see, I understood clearly what Your View was. Your View was not a show for women to become celebrities and known. That was not. The objective was clear. I want women from different society, different marital status, different religion, different parts of the country to come together on one table and discuss the issues. Because at that time, 12 years ago, only men were on TV. When you see women on TV, they were actually just hosting the show. They were not expressing their own views. You see people like Auntie Adesua Ayenukwe. You see people like Fumi Yonda. They were anchoring, but they were not sharing. I wanted women to share. Tell me you have an idea on governance, on life, health, social issues. I wanted to hear the voice of different women from different parts of the country. And that was the concept of the show. Of course, when we started, they accused us. You know, those kind of things. A lot of women that owns the husband, the best husband that can cook. Just mean that all we're talking about is marriage, kitchen matters. You know? But wait, so then when the show then started, people started saying that, oh my goodness, even though they took us for granted, a lot of people were watching, government officials were watching, and they were interested because we were regular women, we're not journalists. And we had our views. And if a woman tells you, I bought tomato for 5,000 naira on national television, the president will call the minister, but I heard that on the show while I'm on TV, I get calls, sometimes from ministers, sometimes from governors, that Morayo, retract that statement. As they're telling me retract my statement, I have somebody else telling me, dare not say anything, just keep your mouth shut, just look straight, don't mind them. Because I will screen grab, I'll send it to my Oga. My Oga will say, Morayo, I will back you up. Say what you have, don't mind anybody. I'll share this side story. The owner of our company, I won't mention his name, you might know him, Sha. So the other day I went to his house and he was like, oh, I love your show. I said, anytime we say anything, they're telling us, body long just called. He said, Morayo, if anybody ever tells you that I called, it's a lie. If I have any issue with your show, you hear from your MD or from my PA. If those two people don't call you, it's not for don't man down alone. Go say it. And since then, I don't send anybody. I will say, and all the ladies are like that. We have never been influenced. I digress again. Number one, clarity of identity. You must know who you are. First of all, don't be like anybody else. You are unique. For you to communicate a brand, you must understand the brand. My own brand was clear. My brand was clear. I am a wife. I am a mother. Those attributes had to be shown in everything I was doing on the show. It was intentional. Now that I'm away from the show, trust me, I can be a chick. I can be anything I choose to be. But on that show, there was an objective, a God-ordained objective. What I wanted to do that, Morayo, you are representing Christ. You are representing a child of God. You are representing a mother, a wife, a perspective that is homely. Other ladies had their own alignments too. But the idea was that we must discuss and agree. We must all agree to disagree. So please, before you do any pitch, you must first be clear on who you are. Define this. Talk to yourself. Who am I exactly? What is my essence? What makes me tick? When I started that, I realized quickly that the media space was very, very crowded. So I needed to ensure that there was something that was different in our own messaging. And today, I'm happy that there are lots of people doing the kind of show that we're doing, because the objective is not about your view. The objective was to ensure more women are speaking across different languages, across different platforms. So the more your view there is, the better. Because what I have seen in the last 12 years that we've been speaking, things have been changing. Because more women are coming out confidently. And we are seeing society understanding us better, seeing us better, realize that we are there. We're not just supposed to be in the kitchen anymore. We are in front, we're in your face. That's fantastic. Who wins? We win. So more shows in different languages is the objective. So once you know where you are, that's why no matter how they were pulling me, and let's do this, I said, I am not interested. Add one man now. I said, no, thank you. Why don't you try, let us do something global. We will get global. Global will find us where we are. We are growing. And now it's 12 years. I think the show has gotten so big enough that the ladies can run with it, with or without me. Yes, you might miss Morayo, no doubt about it. But you will love the new hosts and you will enjoy them, and they will even attract their own audience. Perfect. Life must continue to move. Number 2, confidence in your communication. Guys, I used to stutter. I still stutter. When I get confused, I start stumbling on my words. But guess what? Am I still not talking? Listen, take the bull by the horn. If you're not confident, nobody will want to hear what you have to say. Confidence is key. If you like, have accent. If you like, don't have accent. Patience, Jonathan. Did she not communicate? One of the best communicators we have in this country. She, with her pidgin, she says, did you start seeing that new video I was circulating recently? Me that I've forgotten about it. Would you keep quiet? I saw it still. She's a communicator. Don't worry about your accent. If you have Igbotic, if you have Yoruba, H factor, put it all together with confidence. There's a lady that I follow. She has serious H factor. I follow her. I love her content to pieces. I don't even see the H factor because she's making sense. Let nobody disturb you from where you're coming from. Your content is your content. Your content, define it, know it, eat it, breathe it, refine it, make it into a product. It's your brand. If you are good in Yoruba, so be it. You can give it to me. If you are good in Yoruba, if it's Igbo you want to speak, no problem. Be comfortable. And when you are comfortable, you find that communication is easier. It's when you're trying to stumble on the big words that you start stressing yourself. The one you know, say it. But communicate because your audience would find you. Your audience would always find you. And if you do things and you only see 2 likes, 2 comments, it's okay. Be consistent. That's number 3. You see, when we started, consistency in brand building, it took, guys, one of the reasons why I didn't want to come to this meeting is because I just believe I'm about to be born for the first time. You think you know Morayo? You haven't met me. You really, no, seriously, I'm not even trying to rile you up. You haven't met me. I'm just about to be born. That was 12 years of God preparing me for the next phase. You ain't seen me yet. I'm serious. I'm serious. Because when I was praying recently, God was reminding me of that story of the fern and the bamboo. You know how the fern grows? But the bamboo, it takes time. It's getting the roots. Your view, TVC, everything was my roots. I've only spread out. And the reason why you know me, because my roots was making a bit of impact that made you know me. You never see me. I'm about to spring up. And the reason why it's important is for you to know that you need time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. I think it was Mr. Tedo Peterson was saying yesterday that when he started a jet, he was in his 50s. Where you running to? Come on. People start businesses at 60, 65. Come on, relax. Build a solid foundation. If you have 2 likes, 2 comments, it's okay. Just be consistent. Day in, day out. Continue. Don't be scared. Don't be discouraged. Know your skill. Number 1. Let me go back to number 1. Very, very clear. Clarity of identity. You must know who you are. My friend was telling me that we were trying to get our kids to start knowing because they don't know themselves. You don't know your grandfather was this, your father. Let our children know where they are coming from. I have one of Nima, many of you know Nima from the Oshu for me. She knows the greatest, the 10th family members, forefathers. She knows all their names. Like, I don't know how the woman did. She knows everybody in her lineage. So she tells her children. And I admire that. So I started researching on my own father so that my kids know that they are descendants of these great people. Because it gives them a confidence. So when you go to a country, a different country, you go to Atlanta, they're making you look as if you're just from, no, I'm from royalty. My family were kings. It gives you a different kind of level. The same way you must know your business. Understand the source, the energy, what exactly you're supposed to give. Know the essence, define it. Know it like the back of your hand. So clarity, very, very key. Confidence in communication, accept what you are, who you are, and then have time. Those are the 3 things I wanted to make sure I deliver to you this morning. You see that time thing, because you see a J-Boom says, I started the business and she hasn't made any mistakes and God has been helping her, guiding her, making sure that she makes limited mistakes. You hear that and you're thinking, let me just go and pray. And say, God, just as you did on J-Booms, do for me. It can happen. But sometimes it might not be your own path. Be sensitive to know the path God has called you for. You can use her story as a point of contact. But if your own doesn't fall out that way, it's also okay. You know about my accident now. Many of you, those of you who have read my book, in the US, I never knew I was going to walk again. The car flipped 4 times, and we were hanging on the tree in the US. They had to use helicopter to lift me to Rutgers University Teaching Hospital. I was on coma for 5 days. I had a skull fracture from here all the way to the middle of my head. I lost my thigh. I see there's a hole here, there's a hole here. I have 2 holes here. I have 6 inches of my thigh. I have 2 screws here, 2 screws here, 1 screw in my ankle. I'm a walking metal. And it's there for like, they're not removing it. I was on wheelchair for 4 months. I was wheeling myself like that. You know, America, nobody will push you. You'll be wheeling yourself to the bus stop. Bus will carry you. You get down, you wheel yourself to your school. I was on crutches. I never knew I was going to walk again. They were saying it was 50-50 chance. I'm not sure. I kept checking it every year. I was going for a checkup to make sure the bone touched because the middle part had crushed. I didn't start walking until 18 months after. My mother stayed with me, cleaning my wounds every day, nursing me. And she'd be worried, because my face was disfigured. This whole place, I had a scar from here all the way to the middle, opened up like this. And this whole side was black. And I'll be seeing my face. Hey, this is my 2-color face. This is my head. And I was wearing a scarf and wigs for years. Because they shaved off my left side. And there's a part of my head that even till now there's no hair. On that place where the skull fracture happened. God bless you. Thanks God for wigs. So I have that line there, whether I like it or there's no hair on it. So all that happened was that accident that made me know that I can't be in America. I can't just be here eating burger. God has called me for a purpose in Nigeria. It was then I went to go and find God. Why did you save my life? There has to be a reason. It can't just be to marry and just be eating burger in America. There's a reason. I had to go back. I went to church. I sat down. I said, Takuti Jesu, quick, what did you call me for? And the moment I heard, go back to Nigeria, kia, everybody, I carried my load. Everybody was wondering, why are you going? I mean, I am going, say. Because I know what I faced with that accident. Because you're a young girl. All your friends are going to clubs, partying, hanging out. You can't, you're on a wheelchair. Or after the wheelchair, I was very, very big because I've been sitting down for months, eating. So I was quite obese. I had very low self-esteem. I couldn't go out. My friends were hunger. Let's go to New York. I'll just go, but I won't enjoy it. You go to Florida, your friends are on the beach, doing naked beach. You just sit down, you can't join them. Because that's what young people were doing. I couldn't do those things. So I knew I was saved for an assignment. That's why I came back. And that's why I'm thankful to God today, how far He has brought me. So in every situation that you are in, understand the God factor. Know that your journey is different. 2 of you can be selling the same thing, but your path is different. Your audience is different. Your customers are different. You can reach them in different ways. Communicate your brand. Understand it. Know it like the back of my hand. And when you do that, you're unstoppable. Thank you very much.